Russia is convinced that this was Ukraine's doing, that this is enemy action beyond enemy action if you try and assassinate our president. Now, Ukraine can go on and say that we have nothing to do with it. Ukraine will somehow have to prove that they have nothing to do with it, because the Russians firmly believe that they have everything to do with it.
Russia was the source of this information. This attack on Kremlin happened in the night. We see the video. But the information came to the public after the 10 hours or even more. So Russia, of course, can use this situation to the new wave of escalation of war between Russia and Ukraine. And I think we became closer to the use of nuclear weapon in Ukraine or something else, something like this. Because this attack or pseudo-attack or artificial attack gives Russia a possibility to high up the level of escalation. And it happening before or in the beginning of Ukrainian counteroffensive operation. And it happening, as you were said, correct, when the Ukrainian president is abroad with the international trip. Very extremely dangerous situation.
Are you, Ruslan, is Ukraine fearing an escalation? I ask you this question, just a minute. Ruslan, I want to ask you whether Ukraine is fearing an escalation. The war is now 433 days old. Fact is that your President Zelensky, right now is in Finland. His stay there has been extended. Is there a fear in Ukraine of an immediate retaliation?
If we are talking about the average people, people in the streets, they are very glad because of this attack to the Kremlin, because it's very symbolic victory of Ukraine, a very symbolic sign of Russian weakness in this war. But if we are talking about the political segment, politicians and political experts, of course, we are waiting for some kind of revenge from Russian side. And we are waiting and seeing very carefully what Russia is going to do further in this situation. Maybe Russia will try to make assassination attacks to Ukrainian leadership, to Ukrainian president, or another heads of Ukrainian state. Maybe Russia will intensify the air attacks in Ukraine. I'm living in Kyiv just now. And every day we have few air alarms, and nowadays with these alarms is more dangerous than before. And we are waiting, and we are seeing very attentively the situation.